Yes.
You are. And,
Bianca,
you know, it's kind of fascinating to see how that they were in a lose-lose position, Senator Blackburn.
Yes. Yes, indeed. The Democrats are in a lose-lose position, and they have made this position for themselves. They could have been working with us. We wanted to do appropriations bills last year. Chuck Schumer said absolutely not. They were not willing to cut one single penny out of all of this out of control Biden spending. So then, as we get to the eve of the Schumer shutdown, then they start to have a good old-fashioned come apart, if you will. And now we have Democrats that are agreeing to work with us to do the CR. This is what gets us past the Biden agenda and then to begin working on the 26 budget.
You know, Fetterman was always a yes. John Fetterman of Pennsylvania. Yes. President Trump put out a Truth Social. We'll put it up. He, you know, is having a little bit of fun with this because a lot of folks, including Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville, said yesterday they don't have the guts to do this and shut it down. And President Trump saying, congratulations for doing the right thing. Took guts and courage. Tax cuts, LA fire fix, and so on and so on. This could lead to something big for the USA, a whole new direction and beginning. Obviously, that's what Americans were voting for. And when you hear people like AOC, Senator, fear-mongering about cuts to entitlements, what's your reaction on how to get the real truth out? Because, you know, that's something that the left has used as a real weapon to President Trump's agenda.
Yes, and the Democrats want to spend more of your money. And it just shows you that they never get enough. They have an endless appetite for the taxpayer money and spending it the way they want to spend it. And now with DOGE, with Republican control of the House, the Senate, and the White House, with tax permanence being on the table, with spending cuts being executed every day, they are just about to lose their mind. Here's the reason why. They have depended on the largesse of the federal government for their charities, for different organizations they support, for NGOs, and pulling billions of dollars every year out of the federal treasury to give to these entities that are special to them. And that is coming to an end. They're not going to have that endless flow.
You know, we've seen President Trump, you know, in his short time in his second term, Senator Blackburn, talking about reform, whether it be at USAID, Department of Education, or FEMA. And I know that's an issue that was really close to your heart after we saw FEMA skip over people's homes if they had Trump signs. Now, 3 more supervisors fired a result of an internal probe that they were connected to Hurricane Milton in Florida. You really demanded this and kept the pressure on it because at the end of the day, FEMA is for every single American. Tell us about what more you'd like to see happen with this, because obviously natural disasters will come and there will be people in need.
And FEMA should be serving everyone, and FEMA should fire every single person that biased who they chose to help and how they chose to help them, biased it on the political position of that individual. It is wrong. It is not what FEMA is to do. You know, FEMA is never the first in after a disaster. They're generally the last. And they did not get to Upper East Tennessee or Western North Carolina for quite a while. And then we find out it was because they thought individuals that lived in those communities would be conservative or supporting Donald Trump or more likely to vote for a Republican ticket. And to know that we are keeping the pressure on and that people are being held to account and are losing their jobs, that is exactly what should happen.